Hello everyone, this is a Transmedia campaign pitch for Revolution Prep. Revolution Prep connects students with the best tutors in the US to have one-on-one sessions via webcam. Revolution Prep needs more customers. Our proposal is, number one, embrace an archetypal identity, number two, inject narratives into the website, and number three, spread the narrative. Our first recommendation is to embrace the archetypal identities that best match Revolution Prep's core narrative. The narrative is as follows. The parents and the students are the beneficiaries. The parents want the best for their child. They also want the pride that comes from having their child accepted by the top institutions. Their conflict is that they have a busy schedule and feel incapable of tutoring their child themselves. Their archetype is the ruler because their goals are control and to have a prosperous life. They fear chaos and shame. For the student, school can be boring. Real life is scary, and that makes them act cynical sometimes. Their conflict is that they sometimes feel they don't have what it takes to succeed. Their archetype is the hero. Their goals, proving one's worth and becoming independent. They fear failure and becoming a disappointment. The adversaries are low self-efficacy, lack of discipline, and distractors. The goal is success in life. Go conquer the world, our child. Make us proud. It's too difficult. I can't. Revolution Prep is the magician, or rather, the magical shop where Mr. and Mrs. Good Parents take their child to find a mentor that will prepare her for battle. It represents the promise of success in life. I'll give you the tools you need to achieve your dreams. The tutor is a sage, a wise mentor, and a trustworthy friend who will help the student conquer their fears and defeat the goblins. Follow me! I'll be your guide! Our second recommendation is to inject narratives into the website. Make the tutors more relatable characters. Address the students' needs. And use imagery to make the arduous journey a pleasant one. The current website is well structured, easy to navigate, informative, and complete. However, the format is too repetitive, lacks exciting imagery, talks mostly to the parents, and uses rational rather than emotional arguments to persuade. Websites that contain suggestive imagery, tell a recognizable story, create a certain mood, and appeal to emotion are much more engaging, and therefore they are more persuasive. We think that the imagery should do most of the talking. In this case, a winter scenario would be even more suggestive because it would imply geographical distance. We should take users to a different place with evocative imagery. Now, Revolution Prep has the best tutors, but when it comes to choose one, they're all so qualified, it is a bit difficult to distinguish one from the other. We think that before getting to the details that will please the parents, the tutors should be a little bit quirky in their introductions. We should add some color, have them speak directly to the student. For example, in its current description, Morgan says that he is an aspiring physicist currently pursuing doctoral studies and blah 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 blah. We think it would be more attractive if we said, "Hey, I love zombies. I'm a die-hard fan of the Walking Dead series. I also love science fiction. When I was a child, my dream was to become a scientist so I could build a teletransporter like the ones in Star Trek. I'm currently in my fourth year of PhD at the University of Iowa, and I have a BS degree in math and physics." Our third recommendation is to create fictional narratives and spread them through Web 2.0, and use traditional media too, like news and television. We can create a telenovela. In this case, we see the student struggling, and he or she doesn't believe in himself or herself. College is stupid. Make us proud. Everyone has given up on me. Even I have given up on myself. One time I caused an explosion in the lab. What? But you're so smart! I poured HNO3 in a bottle that contained methanol. Ha ha ha! Everyone knows that nitric acid reacts violently with organics. Hey, how did I learn that? In these stories, we should show the difference that a tutor can make. For example, when the parents are trying to teach their students, they may say things like, I don't remember any of this. How could you not get it? It's so easy. But after they hire a tutor, they will say things like, we've never been closer. I have more time for myself. Likewise, the student may say before, I hate my parents. And after hiring a tutor, he will say, I love my parents. This is an example of a story. We show Sally celebrating her graduation with her friends and family at the beginning, and then after the party's over, she goes back home, opens her laptop, and connects with Morgan, her former tutor. I just wanted to say thanks. This is another example. We see John's family riding bikes in France. John's father says, faster, we have to make it to the chocolate factory before it closes. Then, after the day is over and they're back in the bed and breakfast that night, John connects to the internet and sees Morgan. Morgan asks, how was your day? Ready for math? This is our Transmedia campaign map. The website is the anchor media where everything will connect. As part of our strategy, we're asking the tutors to improve their narratives, maybe make video presentations that could be spread in YouTube, have their own social media feed the main website, add new imagery, and then on the other side, we're creating all these expanded narratives in video as memes, as blog posts or articles, or email copy, and we're using Revolution Prep's social media to spread it. Our last slide is an example of the timeline. We believe that a small team of 2 or 3 people can write most of the copy and organize this work, and producing the videos can be outsourced to an external production company. Here I'm assuming that producing a video would take about 3 weeks, and then we can publish the video in social media every 4th week to avoid tiring the public. And then when we have several videos, then we'll be able to publish each one every other week. Thank you. Have a good night.